Alright, so we're going to start with operations of functions, and really this operations with functions is just exactly like operations with polynomials. You do the same thing. The only difference is everything is given to us as a function, and so we're going to use function notation to show what we are doing here. So if this says, if the function notation says f plus g of x, it just means that you're going to take this function and you're going to add it to this function. That's all that means. You're going to add the two functions together. So if I'm going to add these two together, f plus g of x, then you just combine like terms. That's all we got to do. So I've got x squared minus 2x squared gives me a negative 1x squared. 2x minus x gives me a positive 1, and 4 plus 3, positive 1x. And 4 plus 3 gives me a positive 7. And that's your answer. That's it. So if I look at number 2, f plus g of x, you just combine like terms. I've got 2x squared. 4x and 2x gives me 6x. Negative 6 and negative 2 is negative 8. And that's all you're doing. F minus g of x means we're going to take the first function. It's got to go in order on this one. And we're going to subtract the second function. So just like with operations on polynomials, you're going to distribute that negative and then combine like terms. So if I've got f minus g of x, then I'm going to write this one out for anybody that might need to see this. It's going to be 2x minus 4 minus x plus 3. So I have to distribute the negative. So I have 2x minus, that's just going to change my signs. I don't think I have a different colored. That's going to change my signs on those two things. And so I have 2x minus x, which gives me x, and negative 4 minus 3 gives me negative 7. And so f minus g of x is x minus 7. F minus g of x here is going to give me 2x squared plus 4x minus 6, and then I'm going to subtract 2x minus 2. So I'm going to distribute that negative, which means I'm going to change the signs, and we're going to just combine like terms. So that gives me f minus g of x is equal to 2x squared. 4x minus 2x gives me a positive 2x, and negative 6 plus 2 gives me a negative 4. Distribute the negative, combine like terms. Multiplying f times g of x means we're going to take this function and we're going to multiply it by this function. So if I do f times g of x, I've got x plus 2 times 3x minus 1. So it's just like the operations with polynomials, we've just got the function notation up front. So you do your distributive property twice. That's a square, sorry. And so, you just combine like terms. And that's just multiplying functions together. Same thing with number 6. If I've got f times g of x, then it's 2x squared plus 4x minus 6 times, I don't have room, sorry. I wrote too big. 2x minus, that's a 2, not a 6. I apologize. I'm glad I caught it before I went through the whole thing. So then you multiply. And if you want to still do the box method here, you can. So I've got 2x squared, 4x and negative 6, 2x and negative 2. And you just multiply it out. So that gives me 4x cubed, 8x squared, negative 12x, negative 4x squared, negative 8x, and positive 12. And combine like terms. So f times g of x is 4x cubed plus 4x squared. I'm going to stack it like this because I don't want to run into the other side. Minus 20x plus 12. That's all there is to operations with functions. When you evaluate operations with functions, you're still doing the same thing. And it might even be easy to just, I would say do this. I would do f plus g, combine like terms. So I have 8x cubed minus 2x squared, putting things together, minus 4x plus 6, and then plug in the 3, f plus g of 3. And you could even, if you wanted to, bust out that synthetic substitution. Let's do that. You can do a little bit of side work on that. So I'm going to evaluate where x is 3, and I've got an 8x cubed, negative 2x squared, negative 4x, and positive 6. So I'm going to do it this way. 62, and 62 times 3, see, 2 times 3 is 6, and that's 18, and the number's big, and that's okay, and it's 192. And if you're not sure about that, then grab your calculator, and you can do this a couple of ways. You can either just plug it in, put a 3 everywhere that there's an x, oh, what in the world did I do? Oh, I see what I did. Poop. I didn't get that out of that exponent mode. You got to get out of there. Sorry. Note to self, don't do that again. I didn't even need to do that. Oh, what am I doing wrong? Okay, my brain and my hand aren't going together this morning. There we go. Minus 4 times 3 plus 6. That looks much better. 192, 192. That's all you're doing. So if I have, I'm going to do these, I'm going to let you do these. So if I do subtraction, f minus g of x is going to be 5x squared. If I'm going to subtract that, let's just go ahead and change the signs, because that's what happens when we subtract. So 5x squared plus x squared gives me 6x squared, minus 2x, and 1 minus 2 gives me negative 1. And then let's substitute in, I need my white out. Boy, I'm just messing everything up this morning. F minus g of negative 4. So that's going to be 6 times negative 4 squared, minus 2 times negative 4 minus 1. You can either bust out your calculator and do it this way. Make sure that you put that negative 4 on there, because that will make a difference in your answer. And I got 103. You check behind me, make sure I did it right. If you want to do the substitution, the synthetic stuff real quick, that is 6x squared, negative 2x, and negative 1. And we're going to evaluate it where x is negative 4. So I bring down the 6, and I multiply, and I add, and I'm going to multiply. Let's see, 6 times 4 is 24, and that's 8, that's 100, and so that's positive, and so that's 103. 103. Multiplying, you're going to do the same thing. Let's go ahead and do the f times g. And so I'm going to do my little box method right down here, because I can do that faster than anything else when it's a 2 by 3. So I've got x negative 4, x squared, negative 2x, and 3. So that gives me x cubed. Sorry, let me scoot that up just a little bit. Just doing my box method, and you can back this up and rewind and watch anything you need to. So x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x, negative 4x squared, positive 8x, and negative 12. So f times g of x is going to give me x cubed. Negative 4 and negative 2 is going to give me negative 6x squared. 8 plus 3 gives me a positive 11x, and then minus 12. And then we're going to substitute in or evaluate our function at negative 2. So it's going to be this, negative 2 cubed minus 6 times negative 2 plus 11 times negative 2 minus 12. I'm just going to use my calculator. If you want to do synthetic, you can. If you're going to use your calculator, make sure that the thing you're going to raise to the third power, if it's negative, make sure you put it in parentheses. So that's negative 2 cubed. Don't do what I did a minute ago and forget to get out of that exponent mode up there. Minus 6 times negative 2, not 5, plus 11 times negative 2 minus 12, and it gives me negative 30. So you do the other 3, 4, 5, and 6. Check your answers with me, and I really feel like this is a quick, easy lesson. Alright, so here are my 3 answers. For number 4, I got 5x squared plus x minus 3 when I added them. I substituted in the negative 1, and I got 1 for my answer. On number 5, when I subtracted, I got negative 5x squared plus 5x minus 3, because I just changed the signs. And I got negative 63 when I plugged in the 4. And on number 6, when I multiplied, I did my boxes down here so I could make sure I wasn't doing anything wrong, which I can still make mistakes. I hope I didn't. I got x to the 4th minus 4x squared plus 3, and I plugged in a 2. So that gave me 2 to the 4th minus 4 times 2 squared plus 3, and I got 3. Okay? Easy stuff.